Hello everyone. So I'm just churning out these videos. If anyone seeing this, get to them when you can. Don't feel obligated to, that you have to watch these. I'm just putting out as much content as possible. Quality, of course, though. Um, so anyway, I'll just get right into this. I am a huge fan of comedy, stand up. I like all forms of comedy. I wouldn't say that stand up comedy is at the top. I'm more like conversational. Like talk show personality, podcasters. I like television. Um, Situation comedy, sketch comedy. I like that a lot. I'm a big fan of The Office. Steve Carell, I think he's brilliant, and what's his name, the actor there, Dwight Schrute, he's absolutely hilarious. But anyway, talking about stand-up comedy, if you were to ask me who were your favorite stand-up comics of all time, and number one, not even close, blows everyone away, is George Carlin. Um, some others right now, I like Louis C.K. I think he's very funny. Um, you know, it's not really so much of an area that I was huge. Like back when growing up, some of the more over the top raunchy comics like Dice Clay, I didn't like him at all. Um, Kinison, Sam Kinison, everyone liked him, and I wasn't really that crazy about him. He was funny at times, but really my guy is George. So anyway, again, listening to Joe Rogan, of course, I listen to him all the time, and he was talking about a young comic, young woman actually. He says he's taken her along on tour. Joe always takes someone. So her name is Allie. Let me get her name. Um, Allie Macofsky. And this is what my video recording is going to really be about. So Joe says she's hilarious and she's great and I'm good friends with her and she's 22 years old. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, like someone, it's a little off-putting when you have a young person doing stand-up comedy. Like there's a kind of way of if it's not self-deprecating humor, it's kind of looking down your nose and making sort of fun of people and like everything. You know what I mean? It's awful. But I mean, going back to young people, Eddie Murphy, he was 21 years old and he did Raw and Delirious and he was absolutely brilliant. That was more virtuosity. I mean, fucking Eddie Murphy's a genius anyway. But going back to Allie Macofsky, Joe was talking about her, how brilliant she is and how funny, and I'm going, Joe, she's 22 years old. So I went on YouTube. I'd never heard of her, Allie Macofsky, and she's good. She's funny and smart. There's no like, I'm not looking at her like, oh, you're just a kid and all this. So YouTube here, Allie Macofsky, Googling how to orgasm. Watch a little bit of this. She is clever and funny, and there you don't get that kind of like, oh, what do you know? You're just a kid. Ready? I'll play a little bit of this.
Hi, how are you? It's good to be here. This is how I talk the whole time. So strap in, baby. People don't like the way that I talk because I always sound like I'm being sarcastic. It's ruined relationships. I can't give my friends compliments anymore because anytime I give someone a genuine compliment, it just sounds like I'm mocking them. Like I'm being a bitch for no reason. I'll be like, hey, cool hat. And then you're just like, fuck you, this is a cool hat. I don't know what people want me to do. Just be like, that's a cool hat.
She's funny.
I keep on falling. That's just not me. It is hard having sex with this voice. Because no one wants
There's
to
a
hear me be
reflection
like,
here.
oh yeah. Sweet, uh-huh.
She's funny, right?
Sure. I had to start watching porn so I could sound more enthusiastic. I only watch lesbian porn now because it's the only true art form we have left. It's beautiful. I was watching lesbian porn and then I went on Facebook right after and all of my ads changed to the WNBA.
All right, that's it. She's funny, right? You know, what I was saying is like when a young person who maybe starts talking about politics and like they sound like they're a know-it-all, and I'm like, listen, man, you're just a fucking baby. You're just a kid. You don't know anything. You don't have enough data. You know, I was talking about Candace. Now I really digress. But I was talking about Candace Owens, who a lot of people on the right are really high on her, and she just turned 30. You know, I don't want to get into Candace Owens again. She's not a stand-up comic, but you know what I mean? It's just you don't have enough life experience. I mean, running for president, there's a reason why. What's the minimum age? 40, isn't it? I don't even know. You could correct me, people, if you see this, but there's a reason for this. I mean, when you're in your 20s and your 30s, your body's young and healthy, and sure, you're sharper, you're faster, and perhaps you could process information more quickly. That is true. In fact, mathematicians, many of them are the best in their 20s. All the great mathematicians in their 20s. You see that? But when it comes to just about everything else in life, you just need, like, I didn't have my shit together until I was in my 40s. No shit, you know? And just recently, you know, it's just constant reading and real life experience as well, not just from books. So, all right, people, Ali Macofsky, I like her. What do you think? Thumbs up for me. All right.